Making $700 trading gold. Jade Lizard trade idea for the weekend. Let's get started. Just posted on the free membership area, link below. Gold has done all the check marks. We're gonna make about $700 in the next 2 weeks, assuming everything lines up. So let's go over the checkpoints and see that everything is good. ATR, average true range, about $39. I like to sell 8 times the ATR. So far out of the money naked puts. By the way, my name is Ziv. But for this case, because we're only doing a short trade for the next 14 days, I'm doing 2 ATR instead of 8. So I'm gonna sell on one side. I'm gonna do a Jade Lizard. Jade Lizard means I'm gonna sell naked put on one side. I'm gonna sell naked call on the other side. And with the credit that I will collect from both of them, I will also buy another call. So if gold goes up, I don't lose. I don't have any upside risk, only downside risk. So I'm gonna show you this trade in a minute, but I know that the average move of the gold right now is $40 on average. That's what gold have moved in the last 14 days, meaning that in the next 14 days I'm betting that it will stay around $40 up or down, and I'm betting that it will not go down more than $80. Okay, it will stay in the range of no more than 2 ATR, $80 to the downside. The theta decay is insane. I'm gonna show you this in a second. Next check mark, I'm checking that the squeeze is in green and not in red, meaning it theoretically should not go anywhere. Okay, IVR, I'm making sure that this is over 50. If it's over 50, the options are more expensive, and selling options on futures is even more expensive because the premium is astronomically good. It's 57. That's all checkpoints for me. And the 8 times Kettler channel is in the blue line, which means it's in a range. It doesn't go to the top, which is 3,000 in here, or to the down, which is 2,400. Can it happen? Of course. But as of now, the goal is to collect the theta decay, get out of this trade as fast as possible. This is what we're trying to do. Let's go over the Jade Lizard trade real quick and show you what I mean. So you see here, I set it up around $750. Okay, this is what we're doing. You see all this green line? That means we have unlimited, uncapped, we can't lose to the upside, no upside risk. Okay, we started, remember, we have $40 is the average move of gold every single day. On average, in the last 14 days, today it moved $10, which is 0.25%, a quarter of the ATR move. $10 compared to $40 on average. That's good. We want the gold to do nothing for the next, let's say, 10 days. Close the trade. In a week, close the trade. Collect half, close the trade, run away, move on, get your money, make a car payment, do this again the following week. What are we doing? How do we collect $750? We start by putting the naked put 2,580. We sell the 2,580. Remember, we are 2,660. So if you do this minus this, it's $80. $80, the gold move is 2 times the ATR. I don't want gold to move 8 times the ATR. I want to stay like this, quarter ATR a day. As weekend, we're going into holiday season. It's ideal time. It's not ideal until you close the trade and profit, but the odds are in our favor, which you will see here. 87% pop, 87% possibility of profit. So on one side, we sell the 2 ATR put, 2580. And on the other side is the Jade Lizard. We sell also, you see, we are 2660. 80 pips above that is the 2740. We're selling that. We're selling naked calls as well, but we are covering the naked calls by buying the 2745 call options. With that, if I'm doing this, let me show you. If I'm just selling the strangles, I'm selling the naked put and the naked call, sure, I'm making more money, $1,200, but my risk is too much. even though theta decay is a lot and all that stuff. I just want to do a Jade Lizard. If I click here, the Jade Lizard just from 1200 bucks, I'm okay risking another, like giving back $500 of income. So in case gold does shoot up to like $3,000 or something, I don't have a loss, because everything here, you see this green line, it's all green. There is no loss to the upside, because if it does goes to like 2,800, 3,400, 4,000, whatever the case, in the next 14 days, this call option would cover all the losses. Now we'll have a loss in case the gold will go below 2580, but it's 2 weeks from now, it's 2 ATR. The goal is not to stay until the last second. The goal, Tasty said, close the trade at 50% profit. I prefer around 80%. It's all up to you. But the reason that I put this trade in the members area just now is the theta decay $72.6 every single day in the next 14 days, assuming nothing changed with the gold underline. This option, this Jade Lizard, will lose 70 bucks, 70 bucks, 70 bucks, 70 bucks, including not including weekend, just on trading days. 10 days, let's say 10 trading days times 70, that's 750 bucks. Make 750 bucks. I'm not planning to stay there. If it goes to like I don't know, 150, 200, I'll make 500 bucks. I'm out. That's it. Hopefully by the end of next Friday, in a week, I'll make 500 bucks, 500 in a week. Close the trade, move on. I will put this, I used to do, and I will want to get back to this. It's just a little more risky because it's 2 ATR and not 8 ATR. But when I do this, I have 3 symbols. I have the gold, I have the ES future, gold futures, ES futures, and MicroStrategy, MSTR. When all the conditions are correct, and I'm going over them as well when I finish the course, probably in the next week or two, when all those conditions are met and it's ideal to take a trade, I can execute the trade. And for 10 days, 10 DTE, 14 days to expiration, 10 days to expiration, those are my 3 favorite underline to either do a short strangle or a Jade Lizard. Depend on the income, depends on volatility, depends on all that stuff. Yes, you can lose $250,000 if gold goes to zero in the next 14 days. It is a risk. It is a risk, but you are getting paid for taking a risk. When you sell naked options, you are taking a risk. There's no going around it. There's no going around it, but the theta decay for selling options on future is insane. $70 every single day. This option, this Jade Lizard, theoretically should lose 70 bucks. We are aiming for 2 ATR, okay, not 8 ATR because it's only 14 days trade, but we assume that the gold will still be in sleeping mode, in a holiday vacation, and just like today that it moves $8 instead of 40, which is what they have moved, $40 every single day in the last 14 days, to keep doing $8 a day, $10 a day, not too much. For this to go down $73 every single day, collect the money, be a happy camper. For me it was $710, for you it's $770. It's up to you. It's all changing, doesn't really matter as long as the gold doesn't move too much. But that's the power of selling options on futures. And the Jade Lizard, just this call that we bought here, covers us in case of stratospheric, I don't know what you call it, moving to the stratosphere, the gold jumps to like $3,000 in a week. We are covered. There is absolutely no upside loss. I'm going to show you this exactly. Now, if you see the graph here, I fast forward. You can do this on Tasty on the settings. Fast forward 2 weeks into the future and the price is around the same. So take a look. If it's all green, 770 bucks earnings, all these earnings, and we start to lose money once we're below the put, yeah, at that point we'll have to close the trade at a loss. That's the risk. But if you go up, see here at 2800, it's all green, but you are making 270 instead of 770 or so if it goes up above the call side. If it goes above 27.45, we went from 770 profit to 270 profit, no risk to the upside. It's all 270, $3,000, 270 profit. It doesn't matter. You only lose if we're going below the naked put side. At that point, yeah, we'll start having a loss. If we're going to like 2,500 next week or something, that's a big crash of $8,000 as you see here. That's the risk. Assume that you will have losses when you do this all the time, but the winners should outweigh the losses, and the theta decay, $75 theta decay every single day if nothing else changes, is the goal. The goal is not to stay until the end. The goal, collect as much money as possible, as fast as possible, get out of the trade, move on, join school below. Let's see, and see you next time.